What is going on, guys? Your boy Ashu Punjabi back with another video. I know I've been on a little bit of a hiatus in the past month or two. I've been trying to make videos, trying to do it. Things just never worked out for me. So, the reason I wanted to make this video is it's such bullshit, man. It is super, just absolute bullshit. Jon Jones is taken out of UFC 200. I'm literally like speechless. I'm seriously speechless. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to say. Um, I'm talking like a UFC fighter. Uh, um, really, it's just if the UFC is trying to do all they can to try to clean up the sport, clean up all the bullshit that goes around, then you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Hold on, let me fix this camera a bit so that you guys can see it. Hopefully, hopefully you guys can see now. So yeah, Jon Jones got taken out of UFC 200, and the reason I have my camera this way is because I'm gonna try my best to read this article from here. Hold on one second, let me get this up. Let's look at what ESPN says. Here, let me put on my glasses on for a second. The light's gonna be bad, so bear with me. I don't wanna watch the video. Jon Jones off to a, and I'm reading off the article from ESPN.go.com. You can read it yourself. I might leave the link down in the description. I don't know. But Jon Jones off UFC 200 card over potential, quote, potential doping violation. Interim UFC light heavyweight champ Jon Jones has been pulled from his title unification bout against Daniel Cormier at UFC 200 on Saturday, after the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency informed Jones of a potential, quote, potential doping violation Wednesday. UFC President Dana White announced the move Wednesday during an impromptu news conference at the MGM Grand. Jones tested positive for a banned substance in an out-of-competition sample taken June 16th by USADA, said Jeff Novitzky. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your last name. UFC's Vice President of Athlete Health and Performance. USADA administers UFC's anti-drug policy. And I quote, "It is important to note that under the UFC anti-doping policy, there's a full, fair legal review process that is afforded to all athletes before any sanctions are imposed," Novitzky says. Novitzky added that there wasn't time for a full review before the scheduled bout. White said he was not spoken to Jones yet and that he wasn't aware whether the substance in question was a performance-enhancing drug. A heavyweight fight between Brock Lesnar and Mark Hunt will now headline UFC 200. If Jones is tested negative for the drug, and if he does come back, then that fight's gonna still be the co-main event. I want to give Jones the benefit of the doubt. I really, really, really want this fight to be on UFC 200. Hope to God, pray to God that this stuff is all fake, that this is not true, and hopefully we see Jon Jones at UFC 200 facing Cormier for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship. But let me keep reading on this article. Jones has the right to appeal any positive test. He has never tested positive for a performance-enhancing drugs, but did test positive for traces of cocaine before a fight against Cormier in January 2015. Jones also served a suspension from April to October after his involvement in a hit-and-run accident. We all know the shit that went down last year. We all know what happened in that. He is scheduled to address the media Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time at the MGM Grand, so be sure to look out for that. I'll be looking out for that. Under UFC's anti-doping program, which went into effect last July, a positive test for a performance-enhancing drug carries a standard 2-year suspension. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Please don't let it be true. Please don't let it be true. That's all I gotta say. In an interview with ESPN last week, Jones had expressed hope he could turn his legacy into a positive one. I want to show the world that you can be down but never out, Jones said. I want to be a story where someone risked losing so much but ultimately turned everything around. A lot of times you hear these stories about athletes who ruin their career and they go away and no one knows what happened to them, or they're bankrupt, or they end up in jail. They just ruined a great career. I want to be one of the few stories you hear where I was ruining things but ultimately turning things around and became a hero. That's my vision for the way my story is going to play out. White said he would like to find Cormier, the defending light heavyweight champion, a new opponent, but that would be difficult because of the timing. When you have the biggest, baddest fight card ever assembled, you know it doesn't sting as bad when you lose a fight, White said. But it stings real bad for Daniel Cormier. This is devastating to him, his family, and I'd like for him to fight another guy. That's hard, because really, well, I don't watch a lot of UFC, but really the only guy for Daniel Cormier is Jon Jones, and it's going to be hard for him to go to another weight class 2 days prior to his fight. Like, I don't know, man. It's just gonna be so hard on him. Let's just hope that this isn't true. Cormier appeared next to White during the news conference. I've trained long and hard, Cormier said. If anybody would fight, I would fight. Why not? I understand the difficult task it would be to find me a fight on 2 days. I'm willing to fight up, put on some weight, 225, 220. I'll fight. It doesn't matter. I just can't fight a really big guy because I've been shrinking my body. Cormier said he would put in the effort, would accept a new fight if UFC could find one that made sense. Let me take my glasses off because it's being hard for you guys to see my gorgeous looking eyes. I worked very hard to prepare for this, Cormier said. You take care of what you need to take care of. It's what I did, more than anything. It's really disappointing. If you guys hear that sound, that's my fan. Cormier said having USADA as UFC's partner in the administration of drug testing changes a lot of things, and that UFC made a conscious decision to bring in USADA. I mean, if it was good for the sport, and if it was good for UFC, then by all means bring them along. They didn't have to do this, Cormier said. They decided to clean up the sport. They're going to have casualties. Cormier said he got a bad feeling in the pit of his stomach when White texted him Wednesday, asking whether he could make it to the news conference. This guy's always give me good news. This guy's always gives me good news. Cormier said to White. Said White. You know, this guy calls you with a 7-figure check. Dude, you're rich now. You know, he calls you with good news, and the mood didn't feel very good. It was scary, so I came here, and I was actually early. It's probably the first time I've ever been early. Uh, I need to know, but he's usually the good news guy, and today he had to give me some pretty bad news. And social media news of Jon Jones being off UFC 200, spoiling a rematch with Dan Cormier was resonated. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Resonated, resonated. I don't know. With people inside and outside the fighting world. Yeah, and I'm looking at this thing. A lot of what people have to say about the fight. But yeah, man, it's hard to like, when you're 2 days prior to a big event, a UFC 200 is the biggest event in the world, and to just, for that shit to happen, it's hard. Like, you can't really like do anything. You've been training so hard for this fight. You've been training 6 months, 5 months, 4 months for this fight, and for shit to happen like this, it's like all that training just went away. It just, I'm I'm hoping this is true. I'm hoping Jon finds a way to fight this fight, and I'm hoping that we do get this fight, because this is supposed to be the biggest fight of the century. This is Jon Jones versus Daniel Cormier 2. Their first fight was epic, we hoped that this fight would also be as epic and even excel the expectations of the first fight. But now, all you can really do is just wait and hope and pray. That's all anybody can do. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this little news vlog, or whatever you want to call it. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment down below what you guys thought, what video you want me to make, what games you want me to make videos on. I got UFC 2, Batman Arkham Knight, NBA 2K16, Injustice, and Injustice Got the Monkeys. If you guys want me to get any other game that's going to be coming out this month or next month, I will be bringing it to you guys. And yeah, it's really hard. It's really hard to process all this. I'm still really speechless. I just woke up and it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I just came back from a 3-week vacation. That's where I've been. I was at India for a 3-week vacation. So I haven't been on, well, I've been on Twitter. I haven't been posting a lot of videos that much. I've been on this little 1-month hiatus for a while. Hopefully this will spread some good news. I'm not done with YouTube. YouTube is still my heart, my soul. It's still a hobby I want to do. I just want to find the right equipment, find the right things, find the right software I want to use for my computer. That way you guys get good videos. And I'm just preparing everything. I'm preparing everything so that you guys get crisp quality video. And remember what Daxton said before, awesome takes time. And that's what I'm doing. I'm taking time. I'm finding the right equipment. I'm finding the right software for my computer for you guys to get crisp quality video, crisp quality videos that nobody's ever done. That's my plan. And I've also been thinking of, hey, once I get this stuff, would you guys like me doing a movie? I don't know. That's probably gonna. That's just gonna depend on how much experience I have as a movie maker, as a film director, and that's just gonna. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all to death. Like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget, I'll see you all later. Peace.